If you're unwilling to invest in yourself, you will never be successful. You know what? People often ask for others to support or sponsor them, but the truth is, you have to sponsor yourself first. The moment you decide to invest in your own growth, that's when others begin to take you seriously and become willing to invest in you as well. But many people are right on the edge of change. They just need to take that step and commit to themselves. Once you do, it can make a massive difference in your life. So, if there is any secret, it comes down to consistent action. Go to great events, surround yourself with high quality people, ask meaningful questions, read valuable books, try to do meaningful things, seek out strong mentors. These actions, repeated over time, can create powerful change in your life. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Investments long term don't make people rich. They don't turn someone with no skills, knowledge into lasting success. In most cases, investment has people who are already wealthy become even wealthier. You shouldn't expect to throw a small amount of money like $1,000 into something and suddenly become a millionaire. Even if that unlikely scenario happens and your investment grows into something massive like 70 million, it doesn't solve the bigger problem. If you don't have the skills, knowledge, or systems to create and manage wealth, that money won't last. You will end up relying on amount for years without the ability to grow it or replace it. So, real wealth isn't just about a one-time gain. It comes from having the ability to consistently create, manage, and multiply money over time. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. What do you think is the number one thing young people get wrong when it comes to finances? We teach young people everything: geography, reading, math, even sex education, but we don't teach them about investing. The average salary in America is $52,000. If you simply set aside 10% of your income consistently, by the time you're 65, you could have around 1.2 million saved. Nobody teaches them that. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. The fastest way to make $1,000,000 is not necessarily by starting a business. It starts with building enough knowledge and skill to create something that is worth $1,000,000. Most people believe that starting a business is the path to wealth, but the best investment you can make is in yourself. If you are starting from zero, focus on becoming highly skilled in a specific area. This could be AI, social media, or any field where people are willing to pay for real value. Before you try to make $1,000,000 through a business, you need to become someone who can create that level of value. You know what? The market does not reward general knowledge. It rewards specific, applicable knowledge that solves real problems. General knowledge might help you win a quiz show, but specific knowledge is what helps you build wealth. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. The goal is to become financially independent as quickly as possible. Financial independence means having the ability one day to live entirely from the income generated by your investments. You reach a point where your money works for you instead of you working for money. When you get there, you have a choice. You can continue working if you want to, but you're no longer forced to. You work for joy, not out of necessity. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. You know, I used to believe that if I made enough money, I would never have a bad day in my life. At first, I thought that number was $1 million. That I thought if I only had 10 million, when I reached that, I thought maybe 20, then 50, then 100, then 500. And you know, what I've learned is that money is great. It solves many problems and allows you to take care of the people you love. But if money is the only reason you build a business, it will never truly make you happy. This is Harland with that. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. The real question is, what are you gonna do with your money? Money. 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 Is that really what it's all about? The real question is, what are you gonna do with your money? Make more money? And with that money, make more money? And with that money, make more money. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Commit to this for 2 years. Fully commit. Obsess over it. Big 4 subjects: sales, negotiation, human nature, and money. And start learning seriously. Read books with strong credibility, at least 4-star ratings and hundreds of reviews. For sales, read at least 25 books that meet that standard. For negotiation, read every high quality book you can find. For human nature, psychology, and persuasion, study widely. Anything that helps you understand people better. And for money, read books about investing, wealth building, and financial thinking. Commit to this for 2 years. Fully commit. Obsess over it. At the same time, work hard in the real world. Apply that you learn in the marketplace. Improve your skills, your thinking, and your behavior. Also, work on your attitude. A negative mindset holds people back more than they realize. Constant complaining, blaming others, and avoiding responsibility will destroy your progress. If you stay consistent, learning, improving, and working hard, something will change. After 2 years, you won't need to prove anything to anyone. You will be too busy creating results. You know, the market rewards people who continuously improve and outwork others. This is Harland with that. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Money is not the most important thing in life. You know, when you need it, you really do need it. Here's something rather fascinating. The more of the things you have that money won't buy, those are the things that will enable you to get more of the things that money will buy. This is Harland with that. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Never pay yourself in the beginning. You know, in the early stage of building any business, every dollar you make should be reinvested back into it. That's how you create growth and build momentum. At first, it's tempting to take money out for yourself, especially when you finally start making some, but doing that too early can slow everything down. The smarter approach is to put your earnings back into the business, improving your product, marketing, systems, or team so it can grow faster. You know, looking back, if more money had been reinvested in the beginning, the journey to success would have been much shorter. You know, in the early game, the focus isn't personal income. It is building something strong enough to eventually pay you many times over. This is Harland with that. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Shut up, shut up, and show up. I say this to myself first. Shut up means stop complaining. There are people in the world who don't have food today. There are people who have lost their homes, their families, their safety. Compared to that, we already have so much. So, stop complaining and focus. So that means prepare yourself, do the work, study, practice, and build your skills. Don't expect life to hand you opportunities. You have to go out and earn them. Show up means step into life and give your best effort. Not to show off, but to show up consistently. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. You know what? Life will knock you down at some point. That's inevitable, but you are here to live, to keep going, and to act based on what truly matters to you, not just what others think or say. And at the end of the day, this is your life. You are responsible for it. Shut up, suit up, and show up. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Never pay yourself in the beginning. Never pay yourself. Every dollar that you make, you put right back into business. And that's how you are going to be successful. I didn't follow that mindset originally, but as I learned later in the business, if I would have to put more money back into my business at every beginning, it wouldn't have taken as long for me to get to where I am. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. You know, you don't build wealth by just saving money. You build wealth through ownership. The wealthiest people don't rely on income from working every day. They put the money into assets and investments that can grow over time without requiring constant effort. That means you have to use your money to make more money. Think of your money as something that should be working for you, not just sitting still. While you continue working to earn more, the money you already have should also be generating returns. And when those returns back as profit, the key is to reinvest them. This is how compounding works and how wealth grows over time. You know what? Many people who build significant wealth do so through ownership in businesses, stocks, or real estate. For example, owning shares in the company or receiving stock options allows your wealth to grow as a business grows. And if you look at many of the wealthiest individuals, the large number of them are connected to businesses they own or to investments like real estate. Saving money is important for stability, but it is very difficult to become wealthy by saving alone. Long-term wealth is typically built through investing and ownership. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Bây giờ mà các bạn còn học từ vựng tiếng Anh mới bằng cách lặp đi lặp lại, chép tới chép lui thì thua rồi. Nếu các bạn muốn khó quên từ vựng tiếng Anh, có cố quên cũng không quên được và có thể sử dụng một cách tự nhiên, thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn cách học từ vựng tiếng Anh mới bằng cách sáng tác nhạc trên Gemini. Chắc chắn là các bạn chưa biết. Bây giờ mình có 14 từ vựng mới này. Các bạn hãy xem qua 14 từ vựng này một lần nha. Search for everything, real world application, worth the path, practical experience, avoid costly mistakes. Ok, tiếp theo mình sẽ qua Gemini. Ở ô chat mới các bạn chọn công cụ là tạo nhạc. Rồi mình sẽ có một cái câu lệnh như sau. Các bạn có thể tham khảo câu lệnh của mình nha, hoặc các bạn có thể tìm ra cái câu lệnh của riêng mình để tạo nhạc. Đây, hãy chuyển tất cả các từ vựng ở 14 từ vựng của mình thành những từ vựng là có swears là chữ thề á, chữ thề. Có chơi chữ nè, really catchy, rất là catchy, và có melodic pop rap nè, và làm cho mọi thứ trở nên rất là đơn giản, dễ hiểu và có thể hát theo được. Và dưới này là cái bộ mình tìm ra cái bộ skill để mình tạo nhạc đó. Và khi mình hoàn tất thì nó sẽ ra cho mình một bài nhạc như thế này. Các bạn nghe thử nha. Ở đây mình có hiện phụ đề nha. Các bạn nghe thử. Mới đầu là nhạc hay rồi đúng không? Thấy nhạc hay rồi đó.
search for everything until the vision is raw. Theoretical foundation, I'm the soul of the law. Theoretical foundation, I'm the soul of the law.
Go.
Walk the path, yeah, walk the path. Doing the math, feel the digital wrath. Boost productivity, we do it for real. High level strategy, grinding the steel. Redefine the workplace, redefine the soul. Human centric skills, that's how we take control.
Sao? Các bạn thấy hay không? Mình thì thấy quá hay luôn á. Các bạn biết lý do tại sao mà chúng ta có thể nhớ được lời bài hát của 1 ngày trước, 10 ngày trước, 1 tháng trước, có thể là 10 năm trước không? Ví dụ như mình luôn nhớ một vài câu của bài Mockingbird của Eminem mà mình đã học cũng lâu rồi. Now hush little baby, don't you cry, everything's gonna be alright. Stupid up, lift up, little lady, I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It might seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mom mustn't be alright. And if you ask me to dance, they're gonna buy you a mockingbird. I'ma give you the world. Tại sao mình có thể nhớ được? Tại vì nó có âm nhạc, có ngữ điệu, có nhịp điệu, có chơi chữ và mình có thể nhớ theo nhịp điệu được. Còn từ vựng tiếng Anh nó quá là khô khan và mình chưa bao giờ cảm thấy việc có cảm hứng học từ vựng tiếng Anh mới như bây giờ. Rồi, giờ sao? Các bạn hãy thử sáng tác một bài nhạc của riêng mình để học từ vựng tiếng Anh của bạn và sử dụng nó bằng AI. Mình có làm thử một style khác, các bạn cũng nghe thử nha. Cũng 14 từ vựng đó luôn.
Search it, learn it, then burn it down. Real world action, we run the town. Stop the scrolling, get in the zone. Rewrite the rules, yeah, we own the throne. Theoretical foundation, that's a paperweight. I'm on the real world application, don't wanna wait. I walked the path, left the book on the dusty shelf. Got the practical experience, just me and myself. Through the trial and error, saw the holy terror. Now I'm seeing through the lens, looking in the mirror. I walked the path, took the hits, feeling every bruise. Too busy winning games, I don't know how to lose. Search it, learn it, then burn it down. Real world action, we run the town. Stop the scrolling, get in the zone. Rewrite the rules, yeah, we own the throne. Made some costly mistakes, yeah, I paid the cost. Left the outdated perspectives, consider them lost. Man, that online influence, that public image fake is just a plastic ass persona that's waiting to break. We gotta boost the productivity, kill the repetitive tasks. Automate the boring bullshit before anybody asks. Shift the focus to the strategy, the high level climb. Human centric skills, yeah, it's all in the timing. Redefine the workplace, flip the whole desk. Put the robots to shame, leave them under the rest. No more repetitive, just initiative. Search it, learn it, then burn it down. Real world action, we run the town. Stop the scrolling, get in the zone. Rewrite the rules, yeah, we own the throne. Yeah, we redefine it. High level, real world. Stop looking, start doing. We out.
Quá hay. Thực sự quá hay, các bạn nên thử nha. Mình là Harland Nguyen. Hãy bắt đầu bằng sự tò mò của bạn. Only 3 things you need to know about money. 1. You gotta learn how to earn it. 2. You got to know how to store it, which is different from save it. You store it until you have enough to put into number 3, which is most people don't know how to do, which is to put it into production asset. How do you make your money make babies? How do you make it grow? This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. You know, poor people think the primary purpose of money is to pay bills. Middle class people think the primary purpose of money is to pay bills on time, maintain good credit, and buy things they can afford but can manage through monthly payments. Rich people think about money differently. Poor people are afraid of debt. Middle class people are controlled by debt, and rich people use debt. They use debt to create wealth and to legally reduce taxes. It's not just about money, it's a completely different way of thinking. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. You don't become successful without taking risks. Investing is one of the fastest ways to grow your money. You can rely on working more and more jobs to increase your income because your time and energy are limited, you know? That's some point. You need your money to work for you. Your role is the beginning is to work and earn money. After that, your goal is to put that money into places where it can grow on its own. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching. Những cuốn sách bạn không đọc sẽ không bao giờ giúp được bạn. Bạn đọc một cuốn sách, nó có thể giúp được bạn một điều gì đó. Bạn đọc 10 cuốn sách, nó sẽ cứu được bạn. Bạn đọc 100 cuốn sách, nó sẽ thay đổi bạn mãi mãi. Và bạn đọc trên 1000 cuốn, nó sẽ ảnh hưởng đến cả một thế hệ sau của bạn. Đọc sách đi, năn nỉ á. You don't get to be successful without risk. Investing grows your money quicker than anything. You can't work that many jobs to keep earning money. You gotta have some money sitting somewhere that's working for you. Your job is to work to make the money. And then you gotta get the money to work for you. This is Harland Nguyen. If you want to change your life, change the way you speak. Thanks for watching.